Alright, we got audio levels. We unfortunately wasted kind of our intro conversation, so this is going to be our intro. Oh, wait, I need to do something sound-based so I can flatboard this.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if we talk over it, so I can just turn off the other channels while I'm editing.
Oh, good point.
But anyway, that is that. Alright, welcome back, everybody. I guess this is going to be our intro now, because we kind of wasted our casual intro. Like I said in the highlight, for those of you who watched the highlight, I skipped all the way up to the electric gym because we kind of proved, I think, that we can go through the early parts of the game without too much threat or challenge.
Yeah.
As you can see, Philip is still here. Philip II is still here. He is not coming with us because I accidentally overleveled him because I couldn't call him back fast enough in the auto battle to stop him from fighting the one other thing.
Yeah, he was too eager.
Yeah, and then as you can see, I also threw some candies on him because I'm an idiot. But I had one small candy, and I at the time when I had the small candy, I couldn't use it on anybody because they would have all leveled up, so I just threw it on him just to get rid of it. I wish I didn't because as you can see, Coupe here is not level 24. It was kind of a last-minute decision, like, oh yeah, I could probably use the pig here. As for the naming scheme, as you can see, they have really interesting names. Some of them you may recognize, other ones you may not so much recognize. But they are all named after great leaders of our different societies of civilization. And we're using Civ 6 as a way to steal names because not all of them do I remember off the top of my head, let alone how to spell them. Like,
and also, it's something that other gamer-savvy people might be able to pick up on, too.
Yeah.
Like, if you know Civ 6, then you might even know what other names might be coming, you know? Kind of a fun little thing.
Alright, also, let's real quick here, I can showcase the route we got. So this is our South 1. We got our East 1. Got our Dark Person's base, because this is probably one of the best things you can get on that route, outside of, like...
Yeah.
Outside of, like, maybe one or two others, but it's probably, even then, it's probably one of the best. And it's just super fucking good. South 3, South C. Obviously, I guess it's always been there. The Pokepath's kind of default, that one.
Oh, yeah.
This one, we got our South 4. This is our Crystal Cavern. I couldn't pass it up, so I thought Bisharp, and I'm like, a Steel type? Okay, like that's a good Crystal Cavern.
Yeah.
South 5. This was a pain in my ass. For those of you, mostly for random, because he wasn't really watching when I was doing all this, but I had to go through like 2 or 3 nights waiting to find one of these things. Just would not spawn.
Yeah.
I could not find them. They just would not fucking spawn for me at all. West
I feel
1,
like a lot of Ghost Pokemon are kind
of
of like that in that game.
Yeah, we got
Ghost
our
Pokemon are
Rockruff
hard.
back.
Which is
this
awesome.
is our East C, and as you can see, it's level 27. I didn't even know they could get that high in the East C. I went to the East C thinking the highest they'd be is like 24, 25 maybe. And then I ran into this thing like, oh, I have to get this thing? No problem. I'll just run to the... And I fought it without zooming in on it first. And I'm like, oh, it's 27. This Ultra Ball better catch it. This could be really bad.
I didn't know they got that. I mean, I knew that the East C can get up there, but I didn't know that high.
Yeah,
I thought
it was like 25 was like its high. I thought it was like 21, 22 to 24, 5 type thing.
Yeah, I was thinking like 23, 24, yeah.
Stealth Area 2. Obviously, that's our starter. In the Pokemon League, this was East Province Area 2. Inlet Grotto, Area 4. And now we're back to the beginning. So that is our team. And this is our team that we're going into the Electric Gym with. Looks interesting, I'm sure. You're like, well, you have like a ground type, which is kind of useless against all but 2 of the Pokemon, and you're leading with it against one of her Pokemon, and you're leading against it, against one of her Pokemon that has Flying type, where it's useless. Yes, that's why we're doing it. Trust me, it works.
I already know the plan, so I can't pretend to sound smart, but
Skeondoak is going to be kind of the MVP. That and Gorgo. These 2 are going to be the big ones, but that's why we have to lead with Amanitori. Amanitori? Is it Amani or Amani?
I think it's a monetary.
A monetary?
But I'm also very bad with foreign pronunciation, and I kind of mostly fake it till I make it when it comes to that kind of stuff. Unless if it is a region that I know well.
I think it's a money. Yeah, I think it's a monetary. I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Post in the comments how the pronunciation.
Oddly enough, my best pronunciation of foreign names is like Japanese. But that's also because I've been learning Japanese, so.
Yeah.
But if it's not that, I just make my best guess.
I've got a little bit, and I stress little when I say little bit, of a grasp on some of the different pronunciations of most of the different European languages. Only because...
I know French can be weird. French has some weird rules that confuse me.
Yeah, but like I did that because I used a handful of their countries as bases for different countries. Well, I used a lot of different countries around the world for countries that are in the book of mine. But a lot of them were European because, well, everyone knows the European countries, and I'm more familiar with their languages, so it is a little bit easier, and it was a lot easier to look up the information I needed to find the pronunciation for certain letters. Or words in the case of when they have multiple different pronunciations, but...
Yeah.
Oh, we're lagging. Oh, it's gonna crash, isn't it? It always does this.
Oh, I hope not.
I don't know if we're gonna crash. I don't know if we're gonna crash soon, but this is the sign that it's going to crash anywhere between now and like an hour and a half from now.
Hey, such a good time when you know those signs, like.
Oh, there's a rainbow. Look at that. Can I move the camera? I don't think I can move the camera. Oh, you can kind of see it in the top left corner, just barely. Just barely there. Can I move the camera? Oh, there it is. Thank you, camera. I just wanted to look at the pretty rainbow. I was just gonna power through it. I think I'm just gonna yawn and power through it. Yeah, you do that. Ah, I forgot to throw the leftovers on what's his name. Shit.
Also, I just learned that if you press and hold down ZL, you randomly zoom in on the enemy Pokemon. I don't even know why that's a feature, but I just randomly found that out.
And I poisoned it, so I don't even get to, it doesn't even get to fall asleep. Shouldn't have yawned to begin with.
Yeah.
Waste my time. And so, just tank through this. Just like that. Bunch of level ups. Go. Can't switch. Alright, so here's the belly bolt, just like we knew was coming. Because for whatever reason, this is not one of the games like in Gen 7 where they switch smartly. They just switch to their next one in the line. But also because it sees of its 2 attacks. Oh, I have Water Absorb. I'm immune to the water one.
Yep.
Oh, I'm immune to... Fuck it. Never mind. Screw my strategy. This thing just wins. This thing physically can't hurt me.
Yeah, that's why I thought you did it.
No, I thought... I didn't realize I had Water Absorb. I thought I was going to take the water... Like, I was going to switch on the water gun to Gyarados, bait out the electric attack, and then switch to... Never mind.
Okay,
I forgot I'm completely immune to this thing.
Yeah. That's what I thought the plan was, but I forgot that, yeah, you were planning on just switching.
All the more reason why, in a game like Generation 7, they wouldn't switch to the Luxio, because they would have seen that this thing physically can't do anything.
Yeah.
Thank you for the HP.
I never really thought about that, but yeah, but this game does not have, like, smart switching AI.
I think it does have smart AI, they just didn't give it to the gym leaders for some reason.
Yeah, because I forgot if... I know that...
Water gun?
Spoilery McSpoiler does.
I'm gonna see if they'll hit me with a water gun again.
And I think the Elite Four might switch smartly. I don't actually know.
Come on, water gun.
I know for sure the final boss does, though.
Damn it. Wanted to heal me again. Alright. Fine, fine. Actually, what I could have done is just, I could have kept baiting out the water move and switching in until I was fully healed. Because I, like, well, I don't want Gorgo to take electric attacks, though. We need him or her.
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
I don't know what else would have baited out the water move. Maybe, Sionda? She might have baited it out just because... Well, water is neutral. The only way to bait out the electric move would be to set up the sun. Then water becomes functionally not very effective. Yeah, and it sees two not very effective, but has stab on the electric. So then maybe it would go for the electric under that condition. Can Love
Do you have a sunny day? Do you have sunny day on something of yours?
Yeah, Sundeck. Or Sundeck.
Oh.
Sundeck. Sundeck. Fuck! I can never pronounce the name.
Korean.
Yeah,
Korean. Yeah.
Flinch. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. I want to end this. Yes! Alright, so Miss Megius can't use its Charge Bolt. It can use Hex, but it could also use Confuse Ray. So I'm trying to think here, how do we get Gorgo on the field as... Oh wait, isn't Gorgo... No, Gorgo's got Purifying Salt, so use a Stab Condition. Does that include Confusion?
Which is... I think so...
Or is it only stopped by static conditions?
Yeah, like, volatile and non-volatile status conditions. Yeah. I don't remember. I'm trying to think. I am 80% sure that it stops confusion and infatuation and all of those ones. But that... Yeah, I'm not super confident in it.
Yeah,
though.
I think what I want to do is maybe switch Cleopatra. Because it's going to be going for most... If it's not going for Confuse Ray, which it probably is, then it'd be going for Hex.
I think it sees Confuse Ray on anything that Confuse Ray works on. Pretty much.
But I don't want it... I don't think it can see a kill with Hex on me right now. But if it does, it'll try and use Hex. So I think we go Cleopatra just in case. Just in case it sees a kill with Hex.
Sure.
Or this will bait out the electric move, though, because it won't go for Confuse Ray on you. Oh, wait! If it sees Hex! Shit. Okay, so if it sees Hex, we're immune. If it sees Confuse Ray, we were going to be confused anyways. So we switch...
And I forgot, you said that when they're terrestrialized, they still get stab on their primary typing still, right? Okay.
Yep. So I think we do Coupe here. Coupe. I still don't know how to pronounce his name. But,
yeah.
We switch in because, like I said, if it's Hex, we're immune. If it's Confuse Ray, we were going to be confused whether it was Amatori or Coupe. They're both going to be confused either way. And they're going to switch out to Gorgo, which will... He's going to be slower than... Or she's going to be slower to begin with, though. We're still going to take the Confuse Ray either way.
I just realized how difficult this naming scheme is going to be because of all the foreign names that you're going to have to,
maybe we
try to pronounce.
Maybe we just go Gorgo right now, because if we wait for them to confuse, all that's going to do is bait out Hex or the electric attack, and this thing's so slow it's going to take the confusion anyway, so we may as well come in on the confusion.
Yeah.
If it's confusion at all.
I don't think you should be too threatened by anything that it has.
No. And if it is Hex, we take half damage to Purifying Salt.
Yeah.
Oh, this lag.
And it would be... It is an interesting experiment to see if Salt Cure is immune to confusion, too. So you're also learning something by doing this.
I don't think it is. I think we learned that the last time we did this exact same thing we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, but once again, it's not like it's the end of the world, but yeah.
Righty then. Up. Oh, yeah, it's got terrestrialize for it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this lag. It's not gonna last an hour and a half. It's gonna crash during this fight at this rate.
Yeah, because I know that this fight is really bad for it because of it being like in the city or something like that. Like, I remember this fight in general just always being really bad. Like, even on my game, like, it, yeah.
Oh my god, the leg kind of gone away. Oh, it's back. And I wish we could skip these bullshit missions. These take so long and no one cares.
Yeah.
Confused Ray? Confused Ray? Immunity? Immunity? I don't think we're immune. We're not immune.
Damn it, okay.
Okay, so it's only the static ones or whatever.
The non-volatile, I believe, is what those are called.
And confused. Well, as long as we get salt here, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, and like I said, we, you know, at least if we knew it before and forgot, well, we remembered now. So, you know.
Yeah, although the last time we did this one, we had recover available. We don't have recover this time because we're actually at level. I think it learned recover at like 25 or 26, which we don't have this time.
Yeah.
It's okay if we don't, even if we take a shitload of damage, as long as we get the salt cure off, we win. Because we can just switch off between ground and normal to dodge attacks.
Yep. Yeah. We just need one hit, and that's basically all. Yeah.
Ooh, 30 damage, so crit is lethal. Wouldn't it be more lethal when if we hit ourselves? Please get it off. Please get it off. Please get it off. Please get it off.
Great.
Please, 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 please. Yes! We win.
Good.
It's over.
Yep.
We won.
Yep. That's all we needed. So, yep, no sweat. Maybe
all right, now we
sweat.
Yeah, now we were sweating the confusion. Now we just switch until it's dead. Oh man, I should have gone shopping today because I'm all out of cheese. I used it all here.
I've never heard that before, but I love it.
I spent all my cheese on this battle. Oh, I should have said I'm gonna have to go to the store after this battle because I'm gonna need more cheese. Damn it. That's how you say that.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on. It's fine.
Either way, I applaud that.
Oh my god. I'd complain about the leg more, but I feel like I've made the point.
I'm also afraid that the more you call it out, the more the game is going to be inclined to keep it up or, you know, actually crash on you.
Right.
Just to spite you.
It's gonna crash right at the end of this fight too, so it's not gonna have time to save the fight and be like, all right, you're fine.
Yeah, yeah. You'll have to. It will force you to do the fight over again.
Aha.
I wonder if there's like a well. Okay, I say I wonder, even though it probably definitely does. But like, if people can actually properly mod this game, I think it'd be kind of cool if they actually fixed a lot of like its technical issues.
I think it'd be cool if Game Freak gave enough. Well, I'm sure Game Freak does. I'm sure it's Nintendo and the Pokemon Company that don't.
Yeah, I mean they don't have a choice but to cut corners. Like,
Well, and not so much
Like-
cut corners, but I'm saying, like, after the game was released in this condition, I'm sure the devs were like, we can fix all this. And Nintendo, Game Freak's marketing department, and thus management staff, and Pokemon Company were like, we don't have time to fix that. All the money has to go towards the DLC and making more content. And the devs were like, but the game is so shoddy, we want to fix it. And they're like, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Or they're like, fix what you can, everything else, just ignore it. Like, we need to go, money, money, money.
That's probably why that, like, what is it, the first week patch or whatever?
First day patch, day one patch.
Yeah, it didn't really do much of anything. Like, I know what it was supposed to do, and I don't know if it really did any of it what that was supposed to do. But I know that they apparently patched it, but I don't know. I guess I can say that the Sunflora at that one gym don't look quite as heinous.
Yeah.
But that's not saying much. They still look pretty terrible. But yeah, but I definitely do think that you're right, though, that it's not... I don't think it's Game Freak. I think it's probably more
it's Nintendo and the Pokemon Company.
Yeah.
I mean, not that Game Freak's marketing staff wouldn't also be money, 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 but they wouldn't be as desperate for that kind of shit. They would be more than happy to be like, fine, whatever, I guess patch it. But while you're patching it, make sure to get updates going too. Whereas Nintendo is just like, no, fuck patching, just whatever the next DLC is. That's all you're working on. Yep. All hands on deck.
Whoa, what the heck? I just got tackled by a Beldum. I didn't know Beldum could learn Tackle.
It can't learn Tackle. I mean, like, not without, like, TM or some shit, or, like, tutoring.
Yeah, this is a wild Beldum using Tackle on me.
Yeah, it should only have Takedown. I mean, I don't know if you're using like, a randomizer, in which case, you can get away with it.
No, this is the Pokemon DLC.
Did they change that, I guess, in future generations here?
They might have changed Beldum's moveset, and I just never knew. Once I finally catch this thing, but Beldum has a shit-ass catch rate, and it's level 69. Nice. But... yeah. I'm glad that it's using Tackle, so it's not killing itself. Because that's what sucks about catching Beldum.
Oh, man. This battle would have been over, like, 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. It's just kind of just like a drag.
And it's worse because I keep doing all this switching, which just adds that much more time. Because switching takes hours in this game to begin with.
Yeah, you have to wait for the entire fucking cutscene. Wow, yeah, wow, okay. Yep. I got the Beldum.
I'm sure everyone's asking, like, hey, wait, didn't you just Giga Impact this thing last time? To which I would respond, yes, last time. But that's not this time. Also, I didn't get Giga Impact, because I kind of caught the level 27 Quattro, and I'm like, I am out of here. I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, let me see here.
I call it Quattro. It's not Quattro. What is it called? Kilowatt?
Kilowattrel.
No. Yeah.
Well, Kilowattrel is the evolved form, and Wattrel is the first one.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this Beldum only has Tackle as its only move.
I wonder if they changed the moveset then.
Yeah, they replaced Takedown with Tackle.
I don't necessarily hate that, but it's kind of interesting. It's an interesting choice nonetheless, because I always thought that was part of the gimmick of the Beldum line, is you had to kind of either rare candy it to 20, or suffer the fact that you were only going to get so many fights in with it before you had to heal.
Yeah. And also, it was a part of the difficulty of catching it, because you couldn't make it too weak, or else it would kill itself.
Yeah, but generally, though, you don't have to get Pokemon too terribly weak. Usually about half HP and an Ultra Ball, even at high level, it's going to be around a 30% chance, if not more.
True. I mean, this particular Beldum, I had to get it weak because it was level 69.
That's
and
fair.
It's like...
But even then, I wouldn't get it too much lower than maybe 33% of its HP, give or take.
Yeah, I used one attack that put it in the red, and I'm like, oh fuck, because I didn't realize that a not very effective move would do that much damage.
Well,
but,
it's a level 1 or a stage 1, whatever you call it, Pokemon, so its stats aren't going to be comparable to the stats your Pokemon have.
Well, it's also a first stage of a pseudo-legendary, which means they're even shittier than usual.
Yes and no. I don't know the exact stats on Beldum, but I think Beldum, despite being Gen 3, where Bagon did have shit stats, I believe Beldum actually had reasonable stats. Even Metang was actually not bad, but that could just be because its typing Psychic Steel is just super fucking good.
True. Yeah, I remember Tang actually being pretty useful for the majority, but yeah.
But I know
maybe I just have such a negative outlook on Beldum just because of the fact that it can't do anything but takedown.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a handful of the pseudo-legendaries, especially the closer you get to the more modern generations, where the level 1 is not completely garbage.
Because yeah, even Gibble's not like the worst, I guess, now that I think about it.
I think they have very similar stat spreads to all the other pseudo-legendaries, or not stat spreads, but base stat totals to the other pseudo-legendaries, but the spread is better, so that they're able to do more, like Beldum and Metang have better like defensive stats and again really good typing, so they can tank through shit. Whereas something like Bagon, who kind of had garbage spread of his stats, they were all a little kind of average all across the board, more or less. I mean, its defense weren't great by any means, but to a lesser extent, all of its stats are kind of average. So it doesn't really hit particularly hard. It doesn't really tank very well. And then it has to wait till level 30 before it even evolves, whereas at least Beldum evolves at 2040. Which also makes it look better by comparison, because evolving at 20 into your second stage makes a huge difference than waiting at 30.
And the fact that we already just said that the second stage is actually pretty decent too, so it's like, yeah, evolving that early into a stage, or into a Pokemon that's pretty nice to have until you get to a Metagross.
Yeah. And that's another reason why Gible is also kind of better by comparison, because it goes 24-48 for its evolutions. So it, evolves.
Garchomp is pre-50.
Yeah, so it again evolves early enough where the second stage can actually still be competent in terms of usefulness.
Yeah.
Because for those of you who haven't heard, for those of you who haven't been here,
for that reason.
Yeah, for those of you who haven't been here, we've talked about this off and on a little bit every now and then about pseudos, but like the big problem with them isn't so much their low-ish stats. They're not like super low by any means, but they're low-ish. But the big problem is their evolutionary levels, where generally speaking, when you evolve at 30 into your second stage, well, most Pokemon are hitting their final form around level 30, give or take. So their stats are substantially better than yours, and you're just getting to your stage 2. So you can kind of keep up with them a little bit, but usually by level 40, the stat difference between final evolution Pokemon and a pseudo are substantial enough where the pseudo just does not look good by comparison. Then of course it'll eventually hit 50 to 55, depending on which generation you're in and which Pokemon you're looking at. And it becomes an absolute fucking monster, but... Yeah,
then it starts to tear shit up, but...
But again, that was the exception where Beldum, evolving at 20, meant that it got to its second stage when a lot of other Pokemon were still in their second stage, or otherwise reaching their final evolution in a two-stage line type of thing. So its stats were comparable for much longer. Yeah, it still evolved again at 40, as opposed to when everything else had already reached its final evolution, with a few exceptions. Actually, there were some things that wouldn't even reach their final evolution until 40 as well, like Rhyhorn and them, Ponyta, to name a few.
Yeah.
Even Slowbro at level 38. But that's or 37 or whatever it is. So again, reaching your final evolution by 40 is still not horrible. So Beldum's entire line just looks better than other pseudos by comparison, because when you're using it, it's able to keep up more efficiently with the enemy. That, and again, Steel Psychic's in a super fucking good type combo, which just looks really good when you're resisting half the fucking known moves in the game.
And also, I have a soft spot for Metagross and them, because they're one of the only two pseudo-legendaries that aren't a dragon.
Yeah. Is it 2? I thought it was 3 now.
I think it's only 2. I think it's just Tyranitar and Metagross are the only two
Is it
non-dragon pseudos.
It might be. I thought there was one more, but I could be very wrong.
If it is more, I can't think. Off the top of my head, I can't think of what it is.
Yeah,
because it goes Dragonite.
Yep.
Because it goes Dragonite, Tyranitar, Metagross, Salamence. They're in the same gen.
Yep.
Then it's Garchomp. Then it's not Haxorus. Hydreigon.
Oh, yep.
And then Gen 6 is Goodra. Gen 7 is Komo-o. Gen 8. Oh, what's Gen 8? I don't know what Gen 8 was.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't
and
know
then
what
Gen 9 is the Ice Dragon. Is Gen 9's. But I don't remember what Gen 8 was. Oh! Yeah, Dragapult.
Oh, right.
Dreepy to Dragapult. Yeah. So it's just those two are the only non-dragons.
Okay.
Yeah, because Yep, it's like I don't get me wrong, I love dragons, but I'm kind of sick of them always being the.
Well, I'm sick of the fact that they abuse dragons to the point. Okay, let me make this perfectly clear before I go any further. I do not hate the fairy type, and I do not think it should not exist. What I hate is that the necessity for it existed. There should never have been that many dragons, outside of maybe a handful of legendaries. That was my big problem, is they turned a type that was supposed to be exceedingly rare, and very, very few of them, into just another type. They did the same thing with Ghost, but I don't hate that one as much. I can definitely see where there's a similar comparison to Ghost, but I don't hate that one as much, only because Ghost wasn't, I don't think, anyways, and feel free to make your own argument, and I'll definitely hear it out, but I don't think Ghost was ever meant to be like a super rare type, outside of Generation 1, where it was kind of just this unique type, where they're like, hey, it's a type that's weak to itself, haha, kind of like Dragon, but, you know, but...
And, yeah, because I think that there's enough different types of ghosts in real life, where it's like, that makes sense. Whereas dragons, there's only really a few types of dragons in mythology. But, like, ghosts are there's so many different types of ghosts and ghost stories. So, like, yeah, ghost... Like, if there's a ghost-type Pokemon, that's not something that I feel like would be uncommon.
Yeah. So, like I said, I definitely...
I don't know.
Like I said, I definitely agree you could make the argument Ghost was never supposed to have as many types within it as it does, or as many Pokemon within it as there are. But I'm not as opposed to having a bunch of Ghosts as I am to having a bunch of Dragons to a type that was not supposed to have that kind of... That's why I'm all for removing the Dragon type from a whole bunch of Dragon. I'm like, remove Dragon from Kingdra, remove Dragon from Altaria above all else. Remove Dragon, and unfortunately...
for sure Altaria.
I hate to have to say this, but remove Dragon from Flygon.
From Flygon,
Make him a ground flying type. So it'll be Bug Ground, Trapinch, Bug Ground with Levitate, Vibrava, and then Bug Ground with Sandstream, or not Bug Ground, Bug Ground Flying with Sandstream on Flygon.
Yeah, just make him a cooler Gligar, or Gliscor.
Well, I wouldn't, cooler aesthetically, but I think Gliscor would still probably be the more efficient Pokemon, but...
Yeah, true.
Anyway, I gotta look up the level caps real quick here.
Oh, yeah, I don't
find out what we're doing. I think the next one's the Steel Titan.
I keep forgetting what the next... Okay. Well, say it's like, I don't even remember what the next challenge was, but I think you're right with Steel Titan.
I believe it's the Steel Titan. We're gonna find out real quick. There it is. Titan, the next one is 28. Ooh, maybe it's not. Oh no, Team Star, Fire Team Star is 27. I lied.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we gotta prep for the Fire Team Star. You seem like a rock type would be kind of nice. This thing's fighting type, so it's okay to bring into the fire one. I don't think you're gonna be super useful against the fire type. Sure, they only can do effective damage, but you're not gonna do anything bad. So I think we swap you out. Ground is ground. This thing's okay.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of steel that don't want to show their faces there. Fairy's not gonna help us. We could bring Ductrio, because they will evolve by 27. Do we want Doug Trio? And if so, over who? Philip? Philip, give me a... Philip, give me a... Well, how many do I have that are... These two are resistant. 3 are resistant. I don't think we need... I don't think we need a 4th resistant. I think it's okay to bring in Doug Trio. Because I don't know what we use Philip for other than to resist the fire attack.
Yeah.
And we have 3 people who can resist fire, so we don't really need necessarily another resistance. So
yeah,
Doug Trio,
I think a Doug Trio is better because we can use its speed and attack. Like
this thing, I don't know if it's going to be useful or not, but I'm not really sure what else you bring. Arguably, this thing, because it's got really high special attack. Well, it doesn't have really high special attack right now, I guess. It does when it evolves. Yeah, right now it's kind of fine, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if it'd be super useful yet.
I don't think it'd be that. Yeah, and it's also level capped, so it's not like we can evolve it right now.
True. Yeah.
This is another flying. I don't think Alexander's going to be a huge boon. Obviously, Fairy's not going to help save this fire type versus Fairy. That's no. I think this is a team. The only exception will be if we maybe switch Cleo out with. When does this thing evolve? And is it going to be better when it evolves than an electric fighting type? What is it? It's actually pretty decent. I mean, Intimidate's nice.
I forgot. Also, you can evolve it right now too.
This thing or the Quattro?
The Pomo.
Oh, how do you evolve it? A Thunderstone?
No, you have to have it run a certain distance, while, like, doing, like, the Let's Go thing. And the way to do that is literally just send it out below a, Pokemon Center, and then jump on top of the Pokemon Center, and then he'll just run around it, and then eventually get enough steps. And then you just level him up once, and then he'll evolve.
Okay, I might have to. I'm definitely gonna go to the store after this because we're about to cheese that shit too. But get out of my fucking way, dude. Who fucking cares about it?
Yeah, it's a really annoying way to evolve something because you never know when they're going to be quite ready to evolve, because they don't just evolve once they're done running. Like, you still have to level them up after the fact.
Do you remember off the top of your head about how many steps? I mean, not that I was counting before now and it was running around a little bit.
Yeah,
Speaking of, I can run around right now. Maybe.
Yeah.
We send it up there.
And I think it is cumulative. I don't think you have to have it running for that long.
What's a Pokemon Center I can get on top of now without the high jump?
Ooh, yeah, without the high jump. That. Ooh,
I think
possibly the one in the grass type gym's place.
Grass gym.
You might be able to.
Right here.
Yeah, you might be able to get on top of that roof, maybe. Because you can get up on the walkways and then jump.
I probably shouldn't waste everyone's time watching this thing run around. We should probably just actually.
Yeah.
Wait.
That's the part that's annoying about it. Is it's boring.
Yeah. Do you want to try to connect games? Maybe I can steal some candies from you so we can make this.
Yeah, I'm still trying to connect to the internet and my thing's having trouble right now, but I'll keep trying. Pomo evolution.
All right, I need to get item to equip this time and remember to fucking do that. All right, who's getting the leftovers?
Oh yeah.
Leftovers on...
Oh, speaking of which, did you go around doing your TM gather?
Oh yeah, I got a few.
Yeah, gathering the good TMs. Okay.
I got a few of them. Do we want to teach anybody anything? That's a good question, actually.
Also, do you have a Pokemon with Runaway? Because if you have a Pokemon with Runaway, then you can easily get the rest.
I don't have Runaway. No.
Ah, dang. Okay.
Mud
yeah, then you can easily just go around and get the rest of them.
Ooh, low sweep? Yes, please. I need a fighting type move on my electric fighting type thing that has otherwise low kick. Which has... Sadly, it's closer to 50-50 than I'm willing to admit of being actually really good, but also plenty of chances to it being really shit.
Yeah, I
Let's think
forgot
about
how the
this.
power of low kick works, but most of the time, just like I don't even care.
Bulk up? Oh, no,
Like,
come on, bulk up. Electro Ball. Ooh, Electro Ball on the bird. Bird's really fast.
mm-hmm. And if you give it Tailwind and you get that free charge and you speed it up, Electro Ball is just devastating on that thing.
I do like Volt Switch. I
If
don't know if I
you-
want Volt... Do I want Volt Switch and Electro Ball? I mean, maybe, because you don't always want a Volt Switch, do you?
Oh, never mind. You have Volt Absorb, so you don't have that one ability. But if you had that one ability, that Turbine or whatever, yeah, Electro Ball Tailwind on that thing is just devastating.
Alright. Can I make a T-Bolt TM? Because I taught it to the one thing he really doesn't want it. But it was just because it was substantially better than Thunder Shock.
I don't think its ingredients are too hard to collect.
Oh,
So
there
if
it
you
is.
can't make one right now, I don't.
I
Think it's
don't
too
know what I
difficult.
need for it. I don't have anything I need for it.
All right. Well, that's time for me to look that up.
I know one of them is the one mouse, the Dini or whatever. Because I know I remember we needed it once before. We couldn't figure out what the thing we were missing were until we looked it up, and it was that thing.
And I forgot where you even find those.
I don't know off the top of my head either.
I keep forgetting it's even in Gen 9.
Alright. We don't have very good held items. Let me Sorry, everybody who's watching. I probably should have done this off screen, but I didn't think of it until just now. But I should probably check out the Delibird shops and get some items that are kind of worth holding on to. Although berries could be very good against this fire bitch here, because she can start burning me, and that's always a recipe for disaster.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Huh. I just learned a thing while looking up, the Thunderbolt recipe, but apparently
Go in
the
the door.
best-selling game, the best-selling game in 2023 was Hogwarts Legacy.
Come on, why can't I go in? There we go. Fuck. My internet is...
Pachirisu for Tadbulb, Mucus, and Pichu.
Oh, Pichu. Wait, Pichu?
Yeah, it's Pachirisu, Tadbulb, and Pichu, so those are all pretty easy to get.
That's not so bad. Actually, I thought...
Yeah.
Then it wasn't the Dedenne. What did we need Dedenne for, or whatever the hell it's for?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh, was it Volt Switch? It might have been Volt Switch that we needed it for. Anyway, what was I looking up again? I wanted to look up something. Not
just good held items.
No, I was gonna buy good held items. There was something. Oh wait, I remember. I was gonna look up the bitches team, the fire team here. I want to make sure I have the move set for the whatever it's called, the Starmobile or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
What's the fire crew's name, or not the name? What's her name's name of the fire crew?
Ooh, I do not remember. I do not know that off the top of my head, sadly.
Oops. Wrong button. Doesn't it start with like an M? Maybe I'm thinking
so.
something. Maybe I'm thinking something completely wrong. But oh, I gotta sell a bunch of
Yeah.
items here. I have no money right now.
Yeah, while you do
Yeah,
that, I'll look her up.
That's not what I wanted. Come on, get on the... I need to sell you a bunch of my stuff so I can buy other stuff.
Mela. M-E-L-A.
Oh wait, how do you Bolsa?
Or Mela. Mela, something like that.
Alright, hold on to that. Energy pop, sure.
Also, yeah, Dedenne is Charge Beam, Volt Switch, and Thunder.
Okay, so that, I think we need it for the Volt Switch. Oop, don't. That might come in handy later.
Yeah.
We don't need these. Oops.
Yeah, and Pachirisu is in some of the early South routes, right? And Pichu's pretty easy. Like, Pikachus are not the hardest thing to find.
I don't think they are, but I've had
Zero?
trouble in the past looking up Pikachu. Wait, Pichu or Pikachu?
Well, Pikachu would drop Pichu stuff.
Okay. Fair enough. I don't think we're ever going to use Takedown. Some of this
And Tadpole are to run into those by accident, those fucking things, so that's easy.
What else are we going to actually potentially use? Probably, well, we might use Store Power, because as we found, you can actually cheese the game with Store Power and whatever the other one is. I'm always so torn on Foul Play.
Yeah, because it does have a really good base power, but relying on your opponent's attack is kind of like,
Now, the advantage in a Nuzlocke like this, where you're on the same level as the opponent, it's more likely that their attack stats are going to be comparable to yours. Whereas, like, in a normal game where you're going to be, like, 5 to 10 levels higher than most of your opponents, it's fucking garbage. I'm going to hold on to it for now, though. Bulk Up's always good if you can get it on somebody. Metronome, well, if we wanted to lose the game really fast, we can use that.
Or if you're a Chaos Kitty.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get much out of Spikes. I'll hold on to Toxic Spikes, because there is some value in throwing 2 layers of that down and throwing Toxic on everybody.
Yeah. Actually, the fighting type Starmobile would probably be pretty easy. Oh wait, I don't think they get affected by entry hazards.
They're not affected by status conditions.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I keep forgetting that part. It's like,
I don't think the trains are nice, but I don't think I'm gonna end up using them. Phantom Force is just meh. That can go away as well. Hey, now for the shit that's actually worth a shitload of money.
One thing that is nice is the DLCs and also Gen 9 as a whole have moves that benefit from terrains. Like, it's like, oh, Grassy Glide, it does more damage, and it's a priority move if you have grassy terrain, which is, like, neat. If you have grassy terrain and use this move, it's better.
Alright, now I got money. Now we can actually check out. Oh, look, I actually got in there, without having to stand in front of the door for 10 minutes trying to figure out how the door works.
How do I door?
Do I have multi-hit? I don't have any multi-hit moves. Shell Bell's kind of like poor man's leftovers, so we'll take one of those.
Yeah.
I don't have any high crit people yet, but that'd be cool on.
Still not necessarily bad to put on something.
This is pretty cool, though. Metronome, it's basically worse than something that just gives you 20% power boost. It takes you 3 turns to get the same value out of it. And only then on turn 4 and above does it actually have more value than one of the 20%.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Metronome. Or the Metronome item. The move, I think, is just goofy and
I think it can work. But you have to know what battle's coming up, and you have to know you're going to be spamming a move without switching your Pokemon. And in that, like, it would theoretically be really good, for example, on whatever the Fire-type starter is here, with that Torch Song ability, because you're going to be spamming that out. But Throat Spray exists, so, who cares?
And also, I was going to say, it's like, then again, I would also just use, like, one of the choice items, too.
Yeah. Well, you don't...
Like, choice specs
I think,
or something.
there it is! I forgot to reset! There it was! It was only a matter of time!
Yeah.
Alright, everybody, we'll be right back after we solve this little issue.